Hey everyone, it's Emily and welcome to another apartment building video in The Sims 4. This apartment I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna make this the title because I'm bad at naming things, so whenever I can come up with an easy title, I'm just gonna go for that. But this is a small apartment for a big family, and I was watching Simmer Kitten's videos this week, and she did this apartment, and I think her apartment was way smaller than mine, and I think she might have made it for more Sims than I made mine for, but she basically took one of the apartments, I think hers was in like the fashion district, and it was really small, and she made it playable for like, I don't know if it was 6 Sims or 8 Sims. I think that mine would be for 6. Well, 6 and a cat, so I guess technically 7 Sims, but one of them's a pet. So, yeah. But I thought that was a really cool idea, because, like, I like doing tiny houses and stuff, and I have, like, thought of that type of thing to do as far as, like, space constraints, but I had never thought about making an apartment playable for a really big family. And even when I have played in apartments with bigger families, even I played with a family of 4 in an apartment, and they had, like, a giant apartment. I mean, I've played in other apartments that have been smaller with more people, like, I guess with my Not So Berry Challenge family on the Orange generation, I had her and her boyfriend for a while until I killed him off because he stole my Mona Lisa painting, and her parents, so that's 4 Sims right there, and then they had twins, so there were 6 Sims living in the apartment next to this one. But that one is supposed to be like a 2-bedroom apartment anyway. This apartment is technically, like, when you start the game, it's only a 1-bedroom apartment, and I made it into a 3-bedroom apartment and a 2-bath apartment as well. So we got 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in here. Each of the bedrooms has 2 sleeping spots for Sims. Like, one of them's the master bedroom, so obviously, like, parents would be in there, and they share the bed. But then I have like little bunk bed configuration, which I've really been liking doing because I was watching an old video, I think that Deligracy did, and she kind of showed how you can make the bunk beds functional, or maybe it was the Sim Supply, I don't know, it was one of them. I know that Deligracy did like a video when kids room stuff came out that I found recently, and she did like a bunk bed thing, but I don't know if that was just for like looks because it was just a room build. But I know that someone, I think it's the Sim Supply, has like an actual tutorial of how to make the bunk beds work, so I set them up like that, and it's been fun to be doing that in builds since we don't have them in the game officially. I don't know if we ever will, because I feel like kids room stuff would have been the perfect time to include those, and they didn't do that, so I don't know, kind of losing hope on bunk beds, but at least we can make them ourselves and they're still functional, so that's all well and good. And then the other kids' room just has 2 regular beds. But the kids' rooms were really fun to decorate. I was actually like, sometimes I hate decorating kids' rooms because I'm like, I just want to furnish the living room and kitchen area. But this living room and kitchen area kind of gave me a headache, and I wanted to get through it as fast as possible because it was very cluttered and cramped. And it was just kind of a mess to try to get everything in here. We don't even have enough eating spaces for everyone in the house, and we don't have enough like just general sitting spaces for everyone in the house. But I feel like in the city that's not as big of a deal because they do have those little communal areas kind of like on the street level where they can go buy food from vendors. They have picnic tables out there, so I feel like maybe the kids wouldn't mind so much like going to grab food at the food stall or taking their dinner out to the picnic table and hanging out there with the other kids that live in the apartments as well. So yeah, I wasn't too bothered by that, but at the same time I was like very bothered that I couldn't, like, the dining table is so crammed in there, I honestly don't know if it works. When I go in to take the screenshots, because I haven't done that yet, I might play test it a little bit, and if it works I'll like do a little pop-up on the screen or something like, pop, it works. But yeah, I have no idea right now, so I can't really speak to the usefulness of this apartment, but I did get everything in. I feel like it should work. I don't think there's anything that I'm like, this is questionable, but ooh, I got a little, I thought that I got a fun notification. My phone made a noise that was like different than my other tones. I don't know if you heard it, but it was just telling me to water my orchid, because my boyfriend got me an orchid for Valentine's Day, so now I have this orchid that I have to water, and I'm very terrified of killing it because the whole reason he got it for me was because he didn't want to get me flowers that would die immediately, but he got me this plant that I now need to take care of, and I'm not very good at taking care of plants. Like, I killed my air plant, okay? And if you don't know anything about air plants, they're like, you're supposed to just like be able to mist them like every now and then, or like submerge them in water once a week and they should be fine. But I think I got mine sunburned because I put it in a window where it was getting direct sunlight all the time, and they don't really like that. So, yeah, I burned an air plant. So that's great. I wonder what he did to his, because I got those for both of us. That's really funny. That actually happened like recently after we started dating. It was like our first year of college or university, and I wanted to do like a craft, and I had been seeing all these like succulent things on Pinterest, and then I found someone that was selling air plants on Etsy, and they were a lot cheaper than succulents, and I was like, let's try and do this. Let's get some air plants and make little like succulent things. So they came in the mail, and I got these little like glass fishbowl things. They aren't really fishbowls because they were like circular, and you're not really supposed to keep fish in a circular tank, and they were really, really tiny, but they were like, maybe they were candy bowls. I think they were actually candy bowls, but they kind of looked like little, very mini fish bowls that you would never want to keep a fish in because that would just be sad. But yeah, I got those from the Dollar Tree, and then I got these little like decorative rocks to put at the bottom of it, and I found these little dinosaur figurines. Oh, this was the dumbest thing, but it was fun. So I had these little like dinosaur figurines that I got, and we each picked one, and we put our little like glass beads in the bottom of our fish bowls, and then we put our candy bowls, and then we put our our air plants in, and then we decorated it with our little dinosaur figurines. And it was so stupid, but I think that his died as well. I don't know what he did to it, but I think he doesn't have it anymore. It's been like 3 years almost, so I don't know how he would still have it, and I know he hasn't had it for a while, but he had his longer than I had mine. Mine got sunburned. It was very unfortunate. I tried to keep it safe, and I failed. But anyway, the first kids room I really liked a lot. I enjoyed cluttering it up, and I think it's pretty realistic kids room. I liked having the desk in there for them, and I don't know, I liked doing all the fun bright colors. Kids rooms are fun. And yeah, in here we have some space for the cat because there is no space for the cat in the living room. Like, sorry cat, you're what was I gonna say? I was gonna say you're oh gosh, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, anyway. This is my first voiceover of the day, can you tell? This is like the first time I've really talked today. It's Saturday morning, and I woke up like 2 hours ago, but I hadn't really left my room until like 30 minutes ago when I went and got breakfast, and now here I am recording this because I have a way longer voiceover to record for another build coming soon, and I want to record that, but I've been putting it off because it's going to be so long, and I figured I should probably do something that was a little bit shorter and didn't matter as much, because the other one I kind of have like a little bit more planned out things to say, so that's exciting. Look at me planning ahead. But what do I end up doing with the curtains here? Let's watch and find out. Oh yeah, I ended up using the little cats and dogs ones. Did I really keep those? Okay, I guess I did. But yeah, something that I did with this apartment, I used those, well, these beds are from Parenthood, the other ones were from kids' room stuff, but I made it so that like their bed frames matched, but they had different sheets, which I thought was cute. And I was also thinking that like both of these rooms, even though they have kids stuff in both of them, I was thinking they're more like tween rooms, so kids could live in these rooms, but you could also like very easily just delete a couple of the toys and have it as like a teen room. Like this one to me was more of a teen room, but I did want to get some more kids activities in the house, so I just put in the science lab table thing and classic fake Harry Potter poster on the wall. I like using that. Ooh, I actually watched, I've been watching the Harry Potter movies with my parents a while ago. We had like started watching them in order, and we haven't finished them yet, so probably need to get on that because the last two are like two of my favorites. They're just so good, so maybe I'll make that a priority soon. I don't know, it's hard with school. Oh, it's so hard to find time for things with school. But anyway, I think we're getting towards the end of this video. I don't really have much left to do. And, oh, you know, pro tip, you just put a patterned wallpaper in a kid's room if you don't have enough stuff to put on the walls, and then you're just good to go. I guess we have to do the bathrooms now. Oh, I thought I was going to cut this out, but I guess I didn't. And now here we are. We're doing the bathrooms. They're very not super exciting. Also, I don't know if the cat can use that litter box, so That's something that I could try to play or test, but it would just take a really long time because I would have to move a cat in and, wait till they have to pee and then see if they're distressed because there's no litter box, even though there is one. But they can't reach it. I don't know. Anyway, this video is pretty much over, so I'm just gonna cut off right here. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye!
It's delicious.